Alright, now in this video what we're going to do is grab the Aweber code and we're going to put the Aweber code onto our squeeze page so you can collect the opt-ins. So you're going to need to log into your Aweber account and you need to just go to aweber.com and sign in at the top. Once you're signed in, you need to look for the list that you just set up. If it's your only list, it's going to be up here at the top. Otherwise, it's in alphabetical order. So let's just click right down here on this list. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on here, and what you're going to do is look for where it says web form. So after you've selected it, it's going to change your list here, and you could always navigate your list up here in this tab as well. And you're going to just go right on over to web forms, and once you've already created that form like we did in the previous video, you need to go right here to where it says get HTML. Get HTML, and you're going to be met with two different kinds of coding. You've got JavaScript coding and you have raw HTML. You can choose, whichever one you want to go with. I personally go with the raw HTML because it gives you the ability to change things, slightly, and I'll show you what things to change. So I would click the raw HTML tab. You just need to click right here where I'm clicking raw HTML, and you need to just highlight that code, hit copy. So highlight that code and copy, and you want to go right on over to the actual file. So you've got here the file that we've been working with, and it's, remember, the index file. So you want to go to this file, and that's where it's going to be located. So you want to open up your Composer right now at this point. So you need to remember where the file is located, so it's on your hard drive. And now we need to go open up Composer. So I'm going to just navigate to the folder where Composer is located. So let me just grab Composer here and pull it up on my window. So I'm navigating to Composer. I'm just going to double click on it because I saved it in the downloads folder. So I'm just going to double click on that folder and double click again. And there's Composer. It's, remember, that blue logo. Now you could also set that, move that to your desktop if you want to, or to My Document, something that's easier for you to find as well. So you want to open that up by clicking on Run, and you just want to run Composer. So that will take just a moment for it to start up. Okay, Composer has now started back up. So what you want to do here, and let me bring the window up here so you can see what I'm doing. So here's the window now. What you need to do at this point is you need to open up the index folder. And if you previously worked on it, which you should have, you will see the folder right here. So you just want to open up to the website folder, double click on the index document. You open and you just browse around, for your computer again, just like if you were browsing around, looking for a picture to attach to an email or something of that nature. So that's very basic. So there we go. So that is that part of it. Now what you see here is you've got your website open here. So you can probably see down here in the window. Let me drag this down now so you can see, more of what's going on down here. So this is the main screen here, and I want to direct you to the bottom, right down here at the bottom area. You see where it says source code. This is where it actually tells you the source code. That's where you want to highlight. But what you want to do first is you want to click your mouse, or put your mouse right in this area. So you want to highlight this text that's right here, and it'll take just a moment. So you want to grab that text by just highlighting it, and then you want to click on source. And what you're going to find, what you want to do actually now is come on down here, and we want to look for something that says, like Aweber or something of that nature. So you want to look for something down here that might say, that might say Aweber. So let's go down here to the source code and scroll to the bottom. You're going to find, once you log in here, as you scroll on down, it's going to be down here in the bottom. It's going to be called Aweber, and it's going to say form post, and it's going to tell you, add lead and all that good stuff. So what you want to do here is you want to put this information right on, so you want to copy and paste this information from your web form. You want to copy and paste it right on in there. So I'm going to highlight that code. I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to copy this code. So again, right click, copy this code. And where you want to place it inside of here is you want to place it between this area that I'm about to show you. So right here where it says center, all the way down here to where it says free instant access. So free instant access. So that all the way down here to where it says free instant access, down to where it says, let's see, right here. Okay, and to make sure you're in the right spot, you want to navigate back here, and you can see where it's going to actually end the coding. It's going to end it at what's called end table. And so let's see here. Let's find where the table ends. Okay, so there it is. So we're going to go down to the end of that table. So you want to scroll all the way here, and you want to go all the way up here to where it says Aweber. Let's grab that code again. Come down here. Okay, Aweber. Okay, so from the word center, so the word center here, right above the first Aweber, all the way down to where the table actually ends. That's as far as you want to go. So you want to go all the way down to where it says table, and you want to bring it right down there. And now you want to just paste in that information that you copied, and you can go to the normal section to see how it looks. Okay, so there it looks pretty good there. So let's scroll on down here and see what we have to work with. Okay, so there we have it. So now it's now set up here. So you've got your list set up so you can start capturing names and emails correctly. So the coding should be displaying correctly. Let's see here. Okay. And one thing for you to keep in mind is you want to clean up this coding a little bit. So you want to remove, if there is another one in here, which there shouldn't be, you want to make sure that that one is gone. But you just want to clean up and make sure there's not two of these two things. This says form display. You just want to make sure there's only one of those. So now that you've done that, just hit normal, and then you can go ahead and scroll up to the top here, which I'll show you now. Up to the top here, and you want to hit save. But there's one other thing I want to direct your attention to that you can fix. You don't have to do this, but you can. Where it says submit, right down in here in this area, you can come right on down to where it says value equals submit, and you could put in the word free instant access. Or you could put in, give me access or give me my free product, something like that. Because it's shown that sometimes the word submit doesn't pull as strong as using another word. So sometimes using something like that will help. So that's going to be up to you if you want to change that. But at this point, you have to put in your Aweber code. This step is not optional. You have to have your Aweber code, or else you're not going to be list building for yourself. It's going to be going somewhere else. So make sure that you have changed this step, and watch this video multiple times to make sure you understand it. So you grab your code over here in the web forms, you come right over here using Composer, and you want to just go right where it says Aweber, and you want to just look for the code that looks similar to what you just copied and pasted, and you just want to copy and paste right on over it, and it should display just fine. And when you're done, just scroll all the way to the top here and hit save. And then if you really want to test things out, let's come right down here again. You can go right on over to your folder where the file is located, and you could just double click on it, and it will open up here in Internet Explorer window, just like you see here. So notice there it is. It looks like that part's working. It says free instant access. So that's all looking good, and everything there looks fine. So now at this point you are ready to move on to the next step, which is to set up your autoresponder with the autoresponder messages, and that part is very simple. So this part is probably the most difficult part of the whole process. So you're almost there. So we're almost here, and we're just going to move on to the next video.